Alright, so welcome to Revit 2019 Demo 22. This Demo 22 is going to cover creating materials in Revit 2019 Basics. So we're going to continue from our Revit 2019 Demo 20. That's one demo back from 22, or two demos back from 22, so skipping one demo. And we're going to open up that file and go into Manage. And we're going to manage materials, and we're going to be inside of this material browser for quite a bit of time. And everything that you see here on the left are out of the box materials, so they're straight out of what Revit comes with. And so what we're going to do for this demo is basically start making a few custom materials. And so we're going to hit the circle with the plus sign, that's this one right here, and we're going to hit create new material. And what you'll notice is when I create the new material, it defaults to default new material is created. It has no color, surface pattern, or render appearance, or filled in parameters. It's perfect to start from scratch with. So from here, we're going to start by creating a teal carpet. We're going to find a good teal carpet swatch on the internet, and we're going to save it as a JPEG or PNG. So we're going to right click on this and rename it and call it Gallatin Teal Carpet and hit enter. We're going to go to the Identity tab and we're going to go to Description and we're going to call it Ballyou Ocean Teal 348 Carpet. I misspelled teal, so make sure you get the A in teal. And now we're going to go to the Graphics tab, and we're going to hit Shading, and we want to change the color to Pantone, and we want to go to 3265. So we're going to hit OK here, and we're going to find color 3265. It's not finding it, so we'll kind of scroll through here until we find 3265. 3265. I just scrolled through this list here and found 3265. I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm going to hit OK. And now I have that assigned. From here, I'm going to go into Appearance, this tab up top here. We're going to open up Information arrow to see contents. So dropping that down, we're going to name it the correct one, Gallatin Teal Carpet. And the description is a generic material, materials generic. And now under image is where we're going to want to enter teal carpet. So I'm going to search for teal carpet. I don't have teal carpet, so I'm going to go online real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to search Google for teal carpet. And I think I found a decent one here. Looks like a Mohawk brand. So we'll go ahead and save image as. It's a JPEG. I will upload this to D2L. I will call it teal carpet. Teal carpet. And I'm going to put that under my files. This will be on D2L for you though. So you can just find this under the videos folder. And so teal carpet. And then I'm going to go back to Revit. And under Revit, I'm going to go into generic image. I'm going to look for that file that I just saved. And it's wherever you decide to save it. I'm going to open that. And now I have teal carpet. So one's done. So now we want to make a terrazzo material. Remember, we are just making the materials. We have not applied them to floors, countertops, etc. So I'm going to go into Manage. So I'm going to hit Apply OK. That one's made. Manage Materials. I'm just kind of editing this material library. We're going to create a new material. And it's a default new material. We're going to call it Gallatin under Identity. Gallatin Terrazzo material. We can just call it Gallatin Terrazzo. And the description is going to be Western terrazzo. This one will also be uploaded to D2L if there's an image that we're going to use. And the description is 78C. And we're going to go to the graphics tab. And under the graphics tab, we're going to pick a color resembling your terrazzo. Since it is a multicolored, it won't be perfect. So if you don't know what terrazzo is, you can open up Google, type in terrazzo, find an image that looks like terrazzo. So it's one of these funky colors here. A bunch of different pieces in it. And from there, you can pick a color. Since it's multicolored, it won't be perfect. So just pick any color. We'll go ahead and go with like a funky green. Actually, we've done green already. Let's do like a blue. So now we want to set our surface pattern to concrete. So this is going to be set to concrete. And our cut pattern is also going to be set to concrete. And now we have both of those in there. These background colors we'll get into later. Right now they don't matter. We're mostly focused on the foreground colors. And then from there we're going to move into the appearance tab. We're going to change the name to terrazzo. And then we're going to say image. We're looking for a captured picture of terrazzo. So we had Google searched what terrazzo was here. So I'll go ahead and save this image as terrazzo. This will also get uploaded to D2L for you. Go ahead and pull that in. And now that's associated. And we have it as Gallatin terrazzo. So we'll hit apply and OK. And now let's do one more. We will make a 4-inch terracotta colored ceramic tile. So we're going to go to Materials, Manage Materials, Create New Material. And we're going to call it, under Identity, Gallatin 4-inch terracotta ceramic tile. And the description is 4-inch terracotta ceramic tile. From there, we're going to go to the Graphics tab. We're going to choose Shading and pick a color that resembles terracotta. Same thing. Pull up Google. Type in terracotta. So we've got like kind of a clay. We'll go ahead and save a high resolution image of this. Looks like mine are having a hard time loading right now. Oh, there they go. Save image as terracotta. Save. And this will also get uploaded to D2L for you. We're going to choose a Pantone color. And we're going to look for 7526. So I'm just scrolling to the right. 7526. This guy. So that one's applied. We're going to hit OK. And then surface pattern. Here we're going to go to Model this time and choose 4-inch tile. And then the difference between drafting pattern and model patterns are important. Model patterns are true size. Drafting patterns are going to be scaled. So now we're going to associate a cut pattern. So we're going to go to cut pattern. And we want drafting crosshatch. And then we're going to open up our asset browser, which has changed again in 2019. So just highlighting, this is our asset browser. So scrolling right next to it, we're going to look. So I had downloaded terracotta, but we're going to actually open the appearance library, which is this one. We're going to go to ceramic. And under ceramic, there should be a 3-inch square terracotta. There it is. So it's this one. So I just pulled that one in. And you'll notice, because I hit the arrow, you'll notice that it's now loaded incorrectly. So I hit that little arrow to the right. So I found it, hit this one, replaces the current asset in the editor with this asset. And now you can see the appearance. So we'll close out of that, and now you can see it. So you can use the assets in Revit or create your own render appearances. It's up to you, but that's one very important way of doing it. Now, material browser controls. These double arrows here will close and open a preview pane to the right. So it's important to know that. So if you lose this, just know that that's there. Note the arrow direction changed and just the materials list is showing. These double arrows control what you are seeing in the materials palette. The default is show all. Now you can also go to a list view here. So you can change how these are viewed. Right here you can change to list view. 32 by 32, you can play with the settings and just try different sizes and find one that you like. I generally like to keep everything fairly default, but once you get things set up, we'll just keep it at that. So we're going to pick this one. It opens up the asset browser below materials. So we selected this. That was the asset browser. So once we get that, we can also hit this as well. Now this opens up the asset browser below the materials. So in here we have AEC materials, so it's a different area. Now you can also get Autodesk materials in here, but currently I just have AEC materials. And you can change the scale of the image of whatever you created as a material as well. So you can adjust different views here of what you want to see. And so that's important to know. Carpet is an easy one to bring in at a wrong scale. So the teal carpet, the appearance, the carpet is too detailed. So if we scroll down and find Gallatin teal carpet, this one is too detailed. So I believe I can double click this image and you can see that it's a 1 foot to 1 foot scale. This is a 1 foot by 1 foot area of what you're going to see. And that is the picture that would be repeated in a 1 foot by 1 foot area of your floor. So you can drag your texture editor box down so you can see the editing options. So you can kind of pull this down like this, and you can adjust these values. If you see these X and Y values right here, as well as here, the scale can be adjusted and these values can be adjusted. Let's change to 48 from 12, and I believe what we're going to do is say 48 here, so 4 feet. So a 4 foot by 4 foot space. And we're going to hit done. And that'll update that material when we use it. Now let's go into our terracotta. Actually, we don't need to go into the terracotta. We just want to stay in this area with the teal carpet and make sure that that's set to 4 foot by 4 foot. So that's all good. That section of materials, we're going to go ahead and file, save as, project, and this is going to be revit2019 demo22, which covers materials. And I'll see you in the next